Brighton, Hove, Albion 4, Manchester United 0. Welcome back to the Man Cave. I've got my boy Adam with me. I'm your host for today, OG Emad. Adam, 4-0, 5 losses away on the trot. Talk to me.
Yeah, well, it was a poor showing straight from the kickoff, wasn't it? Brighton, they were all over us from the first minute. I think I said in the first pod, I wouldn't be surprised if De Gea has to be involved early, which was the case. We came in, we all came in confident that we should get a result against Brighton. And
Speak for yourself.
because we won 3-0 in the last game, was it? Clean sheet. I know it was against Brentford, and I was quietly confident that, we would win. I said 2-1. But I mean, if we had taken a draw in the last game, we would have come into this game expecting Brighton to beat us. I think that was just our head talking because we were confident from the last game.
Yeah, don't read too much into that last game. That was just
right,
a glitch. That was a glitch in the matrix. Something happened. The servers were down, and we accidentally won 3-0.
Look, I don't want to go in slagging players in this pod and things like that because I'm trying to prevent doing that as we've got one game to go. Nothing really changed in the last game. It was pretty much back on track where we were going. And they certainly lived up to their reputation this season. And, the worst thing about it is it was 4-0. That's just not a win. That's an absolute flogging. And Brighton, that was their first win at home since Boxing Day. And, it seemed to, I want to try and prevent dropping names, but, from front to back, it wasn't good at all. It was a lot of ball turnover. It was really careless with the ball. They just seemed to give up on it. And, again, no structure through the backs. And I, as a goalkeeper, picking the ball out of your net 4 times is absolutely embarrassing. And it's even more embarrassing when you've got a set of 4 in the back that are one of the biggest amateur fullback setups you've ever seen. And it's gone down now to, we're on 58 points. We can max get 61. I don't see us taking any points in the next game. It goes down as our worst season in the Premier League era. So, just bring on the end of the season. I just want to, no, go, mate, go. I'm glad.
Coming off that 3-0 win against Brentford, I still wasn't confident going into this match. Like, if form is anything to go by, and our away form is atrocious as it is, and we spoke.
I think
about
in the last pod you said we'd win 3-0 though.
Yeah, I know, but that was just shit talk. I said 3. I think I said 3-1. I said 3-1. Danny Welbeck will score. But that's the bull. That's the bullshit close. Hope. That's the bullshit hope. Well, 4 goals were scored anyway. That's the bullshit hope that this team gives you, and that's why we wake up at 2:30 in the morning every match day, which is I'm still filthy about. I can't believe I woke up for that. These players need to understand we're a global brand, we're a global club. Don't wake me up at 2:30 in the morning and put on a shit show like that. A bunch of frauds, a lot of them.
It's been for the last 10 years, mate. So you should be used
but
to
you
it
know
by
what?
now.
Yeah, but in the last 10 years, there's been some United teams that I've woken up because I actually like them. I like the team. Like, I love the club, and that's why I wake up at 2:30 in the morning. But the team that's been assembled at that time under whichever manager, you grow to like that team. This team, I don't know why I still wake up. I can't stand these players. I cannot stand them. A lot of them. Like Ronaldo, he's by himself. And even though I've criticised him heaps this year, he still stands alone. The rest of them, you bastards.
You know what? The thing about it is, it caught up with Ronaldo on the weekend as well. And
yeah, did you see him laughing after the 3rd goal?
Yeah,
he was laughing, going like,
"Yeah,
what am I a part of here?"
Yeah. Look, earlier in the season, you know me, I give it to all players. It doesn't matter how good or how bad they are. And I did feel for Ronaldo on the weekend for some reason. Like he was turning balls over from the start to the finish. His finishing was poor, and it just, to be honest with you, when he did smile back in probably earlier this year, I probably would have been pissed off with it. But
yeah, same.
At the end of the game, when I saw him laughing, it was just that sarcasm smile that I've just gone, yeah, buddy, I don't blame you. I probably would react in the same way. So, yeah, look.
I can imagine what he's thinking when he looks at all of them. And I think De Gea thinks the same way when he looks at everyone in front of him. Ronaldo looks at everyone behind him, and they're both thinking the same thing. Goes,
yeah,
you're all shit.
Yeah.
A lot of you are I can't believe I'm a part of this. And I told you, I've said this before. These guys wake up every morning and tell their partners, babe, I play for Manchester United.
That's the biggest piss take ever, eh?
I swear. Oh, what an so embarrassing, man. Look, the same lineup. It was the same lineup Ralph put out against Brentford in our 3-0 win at home. But there's one thing for certain: if you're any club that's struggling, when Manchester United roll into town, you're in with a chance.
Yeah, well,
and my God, did we give them chances?
Look, most teams have got 2-3 games to go, and we're not playing now for another 2 weeks, which is probably a good thing for the fans. And it's
the break. It's the break we all needed. But you can guarantee in the next 2 weeks the amount of like gossip and rumors and drama that's going to come up and all the news. Look, the saying goes, what's the saying? Adored. What's it? Adored, ignored, never ignored, some shit like that. Yeah. Something like that. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
This club's got me to a point where I don't even care about the slogans no more. We won't touch too much on the player performances because I can tell you now from 1 to 10, it was woeful throughout. Like poor De Gea had to pick the ball out of his net 4 times. And poor Ronaldo had to kick off 5 times, including halftime.
Mate, you just got to. It's like I said to you. So I think it was you I messaged, or I can't remember who I messaged through the game. I said, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. You just got to laugh and take it with a grain of salt because this season is a piss take. I'm sure of it. I'm still waking up from the dream, and I haven't experienced I haven't enjoyed much football over the last 10 years, but I still get up and watch it. But from what I saw on the weekend, you look at the results that
it was. Sorry, Adam. It was hated, adored, never ignored. Sorry.
I was waiting for you just to clear it up. I knew you'd come.
Oh yeah, good. I had a brain fart. Forgive me. I'm on my shift. I'm on my shift.
Yeah, mate. You look at the results this season. Watford 4-1, City 4-1, Liverpool 5-0. They beat us again 4-0. Brighton 4-0, Leicester 4-2. It's crazy.
You can almost forgive the results against Liverpool and City because everyone knows we're light years away from those 2 sides. You can almost forgive.
Yeah, but you got to talk about effort.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking just results on a standalone results. Yeah. You can forgive those results because, like I said, they're light years away from us, and I don't know how long it's going to take for us to get even close to what they are. Like Eric Ten Hag's got a massive, massive job on his hands.
Look,
I don't know.
Look, let's look at the game. That's what this is. It is a post game, review. It took us 17 minutes before we could combine passes together. So, that's pretty poor in itself. I think it was Concedo. Is that how you say it? Who scored the first goal in the 15th minute for Brighton? I heard we had the opportunity to buy him. That's
for 4. He was cheap as too, like 4 million.
Yeah. But Yeah, well, good luck to him going to Brighton because we probably would have ruined him as well. So, it's crazy. Then they scored in the 49th minute, 57th. And Vim spoke about Trossard. We've got to look at him, and he was killing us down that left-hand side.
Yeah, and he tore us
against
up.
the low, and he finally got his goal in the 60th minute. Yeah, it was just look. You look at De Gea. He's had one clean sheet in his last 11. That's appalling in itself, and it's just again. I don't know what to say, really. I mean, the game we weren't in the game, and we didn't even look like. I think we're trying to think about how many chances we had in that first half. I'm trying to think. Let me just have a look here because I did bring some stats up. We had 50% of the ball in the first half. Brighton went in 1-0 ahead. If you have a look at total passes, was quite tight. Pass completion, we had a bit pass completion. They were 182, we were 183. Passes forward. Now this is the one. They had 144 passes forward to our 111. And what was the shots off target were 5? I think it was 5-3, something like that. So it's still not too bad. But clearances.
Shots on target weren't that much better.
This is the one I want to talk about, the clearances. We had 24 clearances to their 6. 24 clearance, and that's in the first half.
Oh, that's the first half. Yeah, because there's a total of 31 clearances to their 18.
Yeah. Just shows how much we were under the pump.
So for all the games where we've dominated possession, and I know we didn't dominate this one, it was a lot tighter, but we've never looked that threatening anyway. Like we just, I do not know. I don't know how to analyze this team anymore. Like how much more can we say? Okay, the players have down tools. All right, everyone can see they've down tools, but I don't know. Can we forfeit games? Because I'd love for them to forfeit the last game because I can't be bothered watching them. And I don't. And this is why I was so against. And I'm glad we haven't seen it yet. I'm so against putting the kids in for this season.
No, you can't leave the kids to the new era. And I'm glad they're sitting on the bench and they're training with this team. But no way do I want them standing on that pitch with these guys. These guys need to be taking everything. The performances they've been putting in, they deserve to be heckled by the crowd, even though the crowd is supporting them. But after the game on the weekend, it looked like the away crowd was actually absolutely giving it to them. So not deserving of wearing the jersey and stuff like that.
The chants were back. You're not fit to wear the shirt.
Yeah.
Even Mr. 5-year contract, Bruno Fernandes, in his post-match interview, came out and said, they asked him, what did you think about the chants? And he said, no, they're right. Even his performance, and he put his hand up saying the performance he put in today, he's not fit to wear the shirt. That's all good and well. They've been apologising all season, whether it be on Instagram or Twitter. I'm sick of hearing sorries because your sorries sound exactly the same week in, week out, but nothing changes. Highly paid footballers, multi-millionaires, a lot of them. Put in a performance, man. Like, turn up. This is your job. If I do a shit job at work, I'm getting sacked. These blokes, sign another contract. Here's another $500,000.
You've been generous on the $500,000. Yeah, mate. It's incredible. I would love to be a fly in the dressing room. I tell you, because I really would, because I don't know how they're actually getting up for the game, because their mindset's obviously not there. I really believe they're actually feeling the pressure of the badge.
What? There is no pressure on them. There is no pressure.
But the pressure is building up because they're not winning games. They're not getting results.
Yeah, but the pressure of the season's finished.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
No more Champions League. no top four. They're not fighting for any trophies. There's nothing to play for. What pressure?
The pressure's there because they're playing for Manchester United, and the Manchester United need to win every single game. And that's where the pressure lies. That's where the pressure is. And these players can't handle the pressure.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Adam. What's the difference between this season and last season? Same shirt, same badge. We finished second last season.
Mate, don't even start me about last season because I was a fan of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and everyone bagged the shit out of me.
The best away
record.
So
are you saying Ralph Rangnick can't get the players up for a game? Is that what you're saying?
No one can get the players up for this game.
Ollie did.
Yeah, until they down tools.
Yeah, but it's we're still talking about. Well, why would they go down tools with Ollie though?
They're a bunch of scumbags.
When Ollie was getting them results.
Because they're a bunch of scumbags. Because we got to second with Ollie last season, and then this season, same group of players. We've added the additions of Ronaldo, Sancho, Varane, and Tom Heaton, right? But those first three names I mentioned, if you're already in the squad and your manager, who got you to second last season, has brought in the greatest of all time, probably a generational talent in Jadon Sancho, and Champions League Varane, who's turned into Championship Varane, right? I should be motivated and excited enough that this season's going to be another big one.
Yeah.
We've been nothing but shit since. And then that 4-1 loss to Watford, and Bruno's going, oh, stop bagging Ollie, bag us too. We're a collective. Well, you just got your manager sacked.
Yeah.
Instead of telling the fans not to bag him and not to bag the players, put in a shift, put in a performance. And I'm not talking just about Bruno alone. I'm talking about the squad as a whole. Get the results against teams. Norwich, they're relegated and put 2 goals past us. And if it wasn't for Ronaldo banging in a hat-trick, we would have drawn that game against a relegated team.
We lost to every bottom team this season, didn't we?
Oh, no, we beat Norwich at their home ground with a late Ronaldo penalty. 1-0. And it was like in the 86th minute or something.
Yeah.
They're a joke, man. I said 2 of you bastards before and 2 again.
Mate. I love your rants. Keep going. Keep going.
Ralph Rangnick, right? As much as everyone loves his honesty in the press conferences, it's like we already know United are in the mud. He doesn't need to be dragging the whole club through it. We're already in the mud. We know it. We don't need to, yes, it's great that we know that the board's fucked, but we've all known the board's been shit for years. There's no need to, I don't know, putting everything out on the table. I've never been a fan of it. I know some people do like it, but never been a fan of it. And I don't think the players are responding well to that. Same way Jose Mourinho. He put the players on blast and everyone bagged him for doing it. But then Ralph is doing pretty much the same thing in maybe nicer words, but he gets praised for it. The players never responded to Jose. They're not going to respond to Ralph doing this. Maybe because they know he's not going to be here full time, but I don't know. Even if some of these players were to stay, I can't give these guys a clean slate, eh? I can't. They don't deserve one.
Do you think they're putting in those performances because they don't want to be in Europa or Conference League? Because we did speak about this a couple of pods ago, whether they're going to throw some games to make sure they fall outside of that, and that way Eric Ten Hag has got a clean slate with them and he can work on things and he don't have to worry about Europe.
They should have thrown the Brentford game as well. Then we wouldn't have slept Brentford.
Yeah. But maybe they worked that out. The boys that are leaving, they want to put on a performance and they can still finish outside that.
Because even if we lose our last game, that leaves us on 58 points. And I think West Ham just jump above us. And then we're still in either a Europa League spot or a Conference League spot. So we're still going to have shit kickoffs, whether it's a Thursday morning or a bloody Friday morning. For us here, anyway.
Yeah. You don't know. I honestly, after that performance, I don't know. Look,
You
I don't even
what to
know
say
what
anymore.
to talk about. I don't know what to talk about because it's same old, same old. And if you go through, let's just talk about a couple of players' performances through the game. I want to touch on Delo trying to get forward. I think it was just basically like a cancer going through the side on the weekend. I know you shouldn't use that because anyone that's got cancer puts in 1,000% effort on trying to get rid of it, and these boys can't. So, talk about Delo. Do you think he'll obviously? I don't think he'll be leaving the club or anything like that. But I don't think last couple of weeks he hasn't been playing the best. Tellez again. I didn't really.
It's obvious Ralph doesn't rate Wan-Bissaka, but in saying that, Delo, like you said, hasn't been putting in performances. Wan-Bissaka, I think, has only just started training again.
Lindelof was terrible, absolutely terrible. Let me touch on one thing, and anyone out there that gives us a chance and watches this pod, please explain to me the hands behind the back defending. Please explain it to me.
I'll explain it to you. They put it behind their back because now a handball can be anything. So they don't know what a natural position is anymore or what an unnatural position is anymore. And anything that, like, you've seen
the problem
VAR
with the hands behind the back,
for...
the problem with the hands behind the back, they tend to spread their legs.
I get that. I understand what you're saying, but the rule behind handball, especially with VAR not being consistent in what they give and what they don't give, this is why they do it. Because they don't want to get caught out for a handball. Because 9 times out of 10, say if you're defending on the side there, but you're still in your box, the player that you're marking or closing down is going to try and cross the ball. It's going to be like a chip or a high cross. If it's going to hit you, you don't want it to hit you anywhere on your arm because you don't know what VAR is going to give.
Yeah.
And I know, but you try standing with your legs closed in your hands behind your back. You're gonna fall over like a 10. You're gonna fall over like a 10 pin.
I know, but there's got to be a better technique. Like, you just got to take the chance. Just take the chance. It's not, to me as a defender, you got to make yourself big, just like a keeper. But putting your hands behind your back, you can't move properly. You can't get yourself into position correctly, and it's just giving that striker a better opportunity to score a goal.
It doesn't matter for our defenders anyway. Even if they put their hands up and wave them around, it'll find a way past them. We'll go through them, the spineless bastards.
Well, I heard the commentator talking about, I want to give Brighton a rap because just before the game, I actually watched Flex's pre-game show, and he actually went through Brighton's stadium and took a tour through the stadium and everything like that, mate. It was freaking brilliant the way they got it set up there, and he was talking about what they've been through and everything like that. This will be their first ever top 10 finish, top flight finish in 121 years. You know, for these boys to get up and absolutely whip United and get up for that game, they got pride in their badge, and congratulations to them. Absolutely brilliant.
We're almost on par with how teams feel when they play Leeds, because Leeds is guaranteed 6 points. And when United come, you go, oh, this team's got nothing about them. It's easy to get up against United now. We've spoken about this before. In many games all season, we've spoken about this, where United aren't that force anymore. We've known that for ages. So teams like Brighton, like Norwich, Burnley, Watford slapped us 4-1. Another relegated team slapped us 4-1 earlier this season. It's easy to get up against United, man. And in saying that, Brighton has like an atrocious home record. They can't buy a win at home.
Yeah.
And then we've gone there and they've slapped us 4-0. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. I honestly don't. This is why I keep saying I don't know how these guys wake up and tell their wives or their partners or their girlfriends, I'm a footballer. You're fooling no one. You're fooling no one because you can't even put a pass. You can't even string 2 passes together.
Look, we did. Look, let's on the 72nd minute, we did put one in the back of the net. Big Harry Maguire put his head on it, and unfortunately, Cavani was offside. So yeah, you can only touch on things. You can only touch on things.
Even that would have been by accident.
Yeah, I know. Oh shit. Anyway.
Look,
let's look.
2 weeks.
We can harp on
off.
it. Yeah.
We've got 2 weeks off. Like you said, we can harp on this all day because I thought if we left, I didn't want to do one yesterday because I was still angry, and I've woken up today and I'm still angry because there's like they've ruined my whole Sunday. But we've got 2 weeks off before the next game against Crystal Palace, our last game of the season. In that time, we've got the FA Youth Cup final, which is on Wednesday morning for us. Reports are over 60,000 tickets have been sold now, so that's
unreal.
Old Trafford's going to be rocking for those young boys. That's a positive. We'll definitely do a post game on that, and then we'll see what other drama the club decides to spit out in that time, and we'll probably touch on a bit of news and things like that in the build up to Crystal Palace. In saying that, it's been another shit game from United, another shit result. But I'm just happy to be in the man cave with you, my man.
Remember, everyone, like, share, subscribe. We're doing our best here. We're 3 guys with kids, and we're putting family first. And the flag is United, kids, wife. Let's try and
in that order.
In that order. We're trying to do our best to get stuff out to you, but we're trying to have fun as well. Vim's probably asleep at the moment and enjoying the Zeds. We'll catch you on the next one.
This is why I have my kids' shirts up here and no one from the current side, because they don't deserve to be up on this wall.
All right, mate. I'll talk to you later, and we'll get this one out. See you guys.
Catch you later.
Bye.